Many people think of me as this big action 80s star, and I get in the chopper, I'm not like that. I'm a family man. I'm a domestic man. I care about my wife. I care about my daughter. I may kill some people on the side, but I'm an everyman. You must like me. True Lies, released in 1994, and is directed by James Cameron, who's brought us such films like The Terminator, Terminator 2, and all of the Avatar movies. You know, Avatar 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, that are supposedly coming out. And this film stars Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jamie Lee Curtis, Tom Arnold, and Bill Paxton. Arnold Schwarzenegger plays Harry Tasker, who is living a double life. On the one hand, he is a husband and a father in a beautiful home in the suburbs, and on the other hand, he is an action spy that is constantly taking down terrorists. But this is causing strain on his marriage, to the point where Helen Tasker is thinking about leaving Harry. But eventually, Helen gets wrapped up in the spy game and ends up joining forces with Harry to take out the terrorists. And I cannot believe that this film came out in 1994. That is so long ago. I remember seeing trailers and advertisements for this movie, and I remember everyone talking about that one in particular scene with Jamie Lee Curtis, who, by the way, is a knockout. She is gorgeous. And I remember her as the prim and proper girl from the Halloween movies. And I know it's typically said that men get more attractive as they age. With Jamie Lee Curtis, I think the same thing applies for her. And the one scene that she performs that this movie is known for, wow. But I like her portrayal of Helen also in this movie. She plays a housewife whose husband doesn't spend any time with her, and she feels that they are just drifting farther and farther and farther apart. Something that tends to happen in a lot of marriages where the career comes first, or at least it feels that it comes first. And it's that indifferent feeling that causes her to go down the path of potentially helping out another secret agent that she finds out is a fraud, Bill Paxton. Which Bill Paxton is great here. He plays the disgusting, slimy, deceit-ridden character just perfectly. And then when he gets caught just playing the mousy, just begging for his life wimp, I love it. And Arnold Schwarzenegger is good here too. This was the time that everything started to change from the 80s to the 90s. In the 80s, we had all these big, muscular, just like Adonis-looking male characters in all of our action films. But then films like Die Hard and like Speed came out, where we get characters like Keanu Reeves or a Bruce Willis that aren't jacked in any way. They're in good shape, but they are more common looking. They are the everyman. And Arnold Schwarzenegger wanted to be a part of that, so he starts moving his career still in the action genre, but just more into the domestic side. Yes, I'm an everyman. You can relate to me. Yes, I still have, biceps upon biceps and triceps upon triceps, but I'm a husband. You can relate to me. Look at me, I wear a business suit when I go to work. And this is the part of his career that I actually enjoy the most. True Lies, Kindergarten Cop, I love this side of Arnold Schwarzenegger. And they play him up trying to be that nicer fellow in this movie a lot. Because Harry, he is very messy when it comes to fighting the terrorists. He's riding a horse through a building and he's wrecking a lot of things. Or he's flying a jet and basically taking down a building under construction. But every time he hits something, he goes, sorry, sorry, sorry. Oh, Arnold, he's such a polite action hero. And speaking of action, this movie definitely has it. And this was back during the good old days where we had a lot of practical stunts happening in movies. There are some CGI scenes in here that really don't hold up anymore, but for the time, I'm sure it was innovative. But a lot of practical stunts. An actual live jet on the set. The stunt piece where Harry is pulling Helen out of the limo as it goes crashing down. An actual horse riding through a hotel room. All of this was practical. And this is back when you didn't have the excellent CGI, so where you have a stunt double in the background and you can't CGI Arnold Schwarzenegger's face onto that stunt double. It's a lot of fun now to go back to those old movies and take a look, like, where's the stunt double? There's that face, yep. That looks nothing like him. But it adds to the relatability, to the tangibility of this film. If you see actual stunts being performed on screen, it's a lot easier for the audience to connect to those stunts than it is nowadays with a lot of CGI effects. Granted, a lot of CGI effects nowadays are almost picture perfect, but knowing that things are actually happening in the film, I feel more related to it, and I'm more invested in the action. And this movie, really, it's a straightforward action flick. He is a spy. He's going after some terrorists because they have nuclear bombs, and he's gonna stop at nothing to get them. But the one thing that sets this movie apart from all of the other, spy, action, nuclear bomb films is the domestic situation in this movie. The relationship between Harry and Helen, there's an indifference there. And a lot of it's coming from Harry's side, but there's also some indifference from Helen's side as well. And once we start to dive into that, the terrorist plot gets put aside until it actually like forces itself back into the movie. Because when they show back up, I go, oh yeah, that's right. We have terrorists in here. That's who we're focusing on. Totally forgot. But like I said, this movie is a solid action flick. It's fun from start to finish. And Jamie Lee Curtis, I think, puts on an excellent performance here. I'm gonna give True Lies 4 out of 5 Blu-rays.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
Alright everyone, now comes my favorite part in my videos where I pick which movie I'm gonna be watching next. And the next one comes as a recommendation from Yash Oja. And I apologize because that is probably completely wrong. I'm trying my best, please don't yell at me. But you recommended just a breathtaking movie, Blade Runner 2049. It's one of the rare occasions where I'm reviewing the sequel after I have reviewed the first one. Because typically on here, I'm reviewing the sequels before I review the original. Blade Runner 2049 came out in 2017 and one of the best movies of that year. If it wasn't for Wonder Woman, that would have easily been at the top of my list. I remember going to the theater and just being so pleasantly surprised, and actually, I would say, I think it's better than the original, which I will talk about when I review the movie. So thank you very much, Yash, for the recommendation. If any of you have recommendations of films that you want me to review on here, please leave your comment below this video. Go to my Facebook page, my Instagram, or my Twitter. Leave your recommendation there. And if I have access to it, I will watch, review it, and give you a shout out on the channel. So everyone, have you seen True Lies? What did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before and you stumbled across it because of this video, please comment below. Let me know what you thought about it. And if you like what you saw here, and if you like my take on movies, then hit that subscribe button. It helps me out. Tell your friends, tell your families, anyone that loves listening to movies and people talk about movies, send them over my way and hit that subscribe button. And my reward to you if we hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2019 is me recording myself watching Arachnophobia, which is a movie that I never want to see again, and it's going to be so entertaining for you. So everyone, I will see you next time with my review of Blade Runner 2049. In the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.